Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create your own online school. Like Udemy, guys, you can create your own online school, and in this video I'm going to take you step by step. You don't need to be technical to create your own online school. You see, it's so easy. And nice part about it is, in this online school you can also invite other people who want to register their courses and make money from that. I'm sure this is good news for most of you, because you probably do have that knowledge that you want to share to the world, but you don't know how to go about starting. It can be expensive to start an online school, but in this video I am sharing everything. You will create your online school. You don't need to be technical. So let's just go to my laptop so I can show you how to do this.
First thing, you have to have a domain, and then you'll have to install WordPress. So since I already have a blog, I'm going to use the same domain and just create a folder. So the reason we're doing this install is because we want to create a separate folder for our courses or our academy. So you go to WordPress, and then you will enter your username and your password. So you need to select something that you will always remember, but then yet full of security, so that you don't get hacked easily. You will add your password, and that's the password that needs to be strong so that people cannot crack it. And then you need to add your email address, and this is the email address where you will get your installation logs. And then you will have to scroll down and find and click install, and then when it installs, you will also get your installation logs. So you need to specify courses at the top so that it creates a separate folder. So now it is installing, and when it's done, you will see a window that shows you that it is done. So now that is done, and you can see the installation log. So let's just open both these, admin and also the blog that has installed. So this is the blog that is installed, but don't worry about it. We still need to do the setups and everything that we need to do. So another thing that you need to install as well, it's Jetpack. So Jetpack is just to give you your site stats, to notify you the number of people who have come to your site, and all the clicks and rough information about that. So you don't need to buy a paid version, because you can just get a whole lot of information from the free version. So you can just go ahead and read through it, and then you will see some of the information that you will be getting from your Jetpack. So now that we know what we need to do on Jetpack, we're now going to install plugins. So a plugin is like a preloaded code that does different things. For example, if you were to copy something, you'll need to open your computer, copy and paste, but then you can just have a plugin that will do that for you. So the first plugin is WooCommerce. So this one will take care of the payments in your online school. So you install and click activate, and after clicking activate, we'll go to the next plugin, because there are 3 plugins that we need to install in this our academy, our school, so that it can work properly. So now after clicking activate, and then we'll go to the next one. So as you can see, it's already installed. You need to set up the payments, how you're going to collect payment from your online school. So you can just enter your address and all the information that is required for you to continue. And there's also product types, and then you can specify that later, but for now, let's just continue installing other plugins. I'll show you the payment type for WooCommerce later. And then the next thing that we're going to install is Tutor LMS. So this is what's going to build our courses, our lessons. So we need this plugin, and then you also install and activate. So for each and every plugin that you install, you have to click activate, otherwise it will stay deactivated. And then now we have our Tutor LMS, which is what's going to help us to create our courses. So now that we're done with the second plugin, we'll move on to the next plugin. So the next plugin is the designer, so the web designer. So it's like a web builder. So it's called WP Web Builder, Page Builder. So we're going to install that as well. This will assist us to create our header and also more adding text. This will make it easy for us to do such things. Whereas if you were to code, you'll have to manually go to the code and code that. And I understand that I'm creating this for people who are not that technical. So I want to make it easy for us to continue. So now we're going to appearance to set up our site. So this will just show us how the site will look, and then we can just click all the settings. So before clicking settings, we need to install the theme. So the theme is how your site is going to look. So there's different themes that you can use, but then for this purpose, I am going to use a specific one. So we can just go to 10WP will come, and then you just click install. Remember, this is a theme that you can get from WordPress.com. As well, it is a free theme. And if you want to remove the watermark at the bottom, you can just do a paid version, but I don't think it's necessary unless if you're going to have this online shop as your main business to look professional. I think you need to do the paid version of this theme. So now that we have our theme, when we now go to the blog or our site, we can see that it's already installed, but nothing much is going to show there. It's just for us to see how the theme is going to look like. So now we have the structure, and as you can see, the link as well, it goes to courses. It doesn't go to my main website, so it is a different folder. So when you look at the pages that we have, these are the pages, but we need to add 2 more pages in these pages. So this is the first one we're going to add, which is the home page, which when people land in our school, this is the page they're going to see. So it's easy to create a page. You just go to pages and then click add, and then you'll specify their name. And you won't believe me how easy it is to add a page, because you just type home. You can type contact us. You can just type. So all of this, it looks complicated when people are talking about it, but once you start doing it step by step, this is easy. So now that we've installed our page, we need to select the WP page builder as our tool that we're going to add, and then now we can click publish. So you have an option to publish to a test site, or you can just publish if you're the only one who knows about this academy. So you can just publish live. That's what I did. I published live because I was working on it. So the next page we're going to create is the courses page, because we need to have that page. This page, they didn't come with the installation of LMS Tutor, so we need to create this page. So go ahead and create the page the same way we did with the home page. You can create this page as well. So the name of the page is courses, and this is where we're going to put our courses. And remember, you can put more courses. It doesn't necessarily need to be one course. So I'm going to add one course and also a few examples just to show you how it will work. And trust me, it is going to be like Udemy. The way Udemy operates, you'll be so surprised how easy it is and how you would think it's one complicated thing. So now that we have all the pages, as you can see, some of these pages were also added. So now we're going to add the menu. So the menu is what you see at the top in each and every website that you go to, like your home, contact page, about us. Those are the menus. So we're now going to create our own. So we're going to delete every menu that we do not need, and then whatever we need we're going to leave. And now remember, the home one is going to link to my website, my blog. So I'll just add the link there. So and then now you just click save. After clicking save, you need to set this as the primary menu. You do that at the bottom. So now that we have our menu, when you click refresh, you should see your menus. But since I didn't select the menu as the primary one, nothing is showing. So we'll have to go back and select primary as the first and main menu that we're going to use. So let me just go back so that we can just add this. So as we're going back, and then you can see at the bottom, my menu is not selected as the primary one, so I need to go and add at the bottom and select it as the primary one. That's the tick that I needed to tick for my menus to show in my home page, in my as a menu at the top of my blog. So now that when we refresh, you will see that the menus are showing, like your home, courses, dashboard, instructor registration, student registration. So now our school is starting to look better. We need to set up more things, and then let's just go to customize, and then you will go to your blog and then select the logo, because we need to add a logo for our online school. So I went and created a logo using Poster My Wall. So you can just go there and select the templates that they have and then modify one and use it as your logo. If you don't have, you don't necessarily need to hire a graphic designer to create this. I mean, it took me 5 minutes to create this, so you can just create your own using Poster My Wall. I do have a video that will show you how to create this. So now that we have our logo, and then I will publish as well, and then you can see how our site is going to look now with the logo. And then after clicking publish, now the changes that we have made will be shown in our site, and then you can just see how different our site is going to look now with the logo. So as I'm closing this, you can now see when I go and refresh. Okay, now we're going to add more on reading, and this is just to specify that this is not a blog site, because a blog site, it is dynamic. We keep adding pages as and when you want, but now this one we want it to be static. A home page must stay as home page and without adding blog posts. So that's why we need to do this, because otherwise then it will look like a blog. So that's another setting that we need to add as well, to make sure that our site is not a blog, but then it is like a website that will keep changing. So let's just refresh now so you can see the changes. Can you see now that our school is starting to look better with our logo and our menus at the top? So now we need to go to another step. When you click edit with WP page builder, you can now add a row. So now we want to add a block at the top. This is the block where we're going to add our header photo. So this header photo is what's going to give our online school nice. So you can just click style and then scroll down on background, and then you can just click images, and then you can just select there. Now you can browse and look at your header or your banner or whatever you want to call it, and you need to specify the sizes. I would suggest 1004 and 500 pixels. So you can select that according to the length of your banner. And then this is the photo I have. It's not necessarily a photo, it's something that I've designed to show as a banner in my academy. So you can design your own the way you want it, and then you can make this bigger, you can make it smaller, depending on how you want yours to look. So I want to show as much photos as I can, so I went and changed, and now I've added text as an online education, and also I'll manipulate this until it looks nice. So you can just change the styles as well, the colors, and according to what you want, and also it will show nicely until you are done with that. But now that you know how to add this header or kind of like top up picture that will look in your website, there's more that you can add by just looking at the icons that are given there. And then now your headline Also as well, you need to change the length and change the text length as well, and then the colors. Just make it nice so that when people come to your school, it will look nice. You can change the font style, you can change anything that you want to change. Basically, you can change and make it look nice according to what you want. So these are the things that you can do, and this you can just play around until you find your favorite one. So now that we have our own online, we can just save the header, we can just save. So now can you see that it's starting to look nicer, it's starting to look like an online school. So we can continue with this tutorial so that you can see how to add courses, how to add more. So now let's just go to Tutor LMS. We're now ready to add our first course. So you just click Tutor LMS courses, add new. So you name your course according to what you want. So for the sake of this example, and as well, this is a course I'm also going to build. It'll just talk about how to start an online business. So you also have to prepare information like your description, and just to give you a full brief description of what's in this page, your category. So your categories is, say maybe you have different courses, one on social media, one on making money online, one on maybe tech. So you'll create those categories there by just clicking add category. And then the tags is what will help the search engine optimization to find your academy. And then there's a course builder as well on your left hand side. You can set the duration if you want your course to be 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever you want as well, you can add. And then when it comes to videos, there are different types like your Vimeo, you can upload your own video, you can use YouTube. So depending on what you want to use to play your videos, especially if it's a video kind of site, course, so you can use. So now this is my title, how to start an online business, and then I've added that. So the next step is giving description so that people can know what the course is all about. So I'll just go ahead and type that until I am done. So you can also click publish, and then you can add whatever you want to add as a description. Just make sure that you give people more information so that they know what the course is all about. So I'll just go ahead and add what the course is all about. So I've just added my description and of what the course is all about, and try to be as detailed as you can. So now let's add our category. So you give it a name, and then you will click add category, and this will help and in organizing your courses. And if you want to create different types of courses, you can just put it in the right category so that your course structure won't be a mess. And then you can click publish when you're done for each and every change that you add. And then our tags, maybe we can add make money online so that the SEO can find us, and then we can add that as well. And then when you scroll down at the bottom as well, you can do more settings, and these settings will help you. And then let's just add these things which will assist our courses as well. And I'm adding online marketing, online business. You can add whatever category you want to add for your site. And then I've selected the category for this course, and now I'm adding tags. Remember, I said tags is what's going to help your course to be found on Google, because remember there's a lot of online schools, but then the one that's as optimized well, that's the one that's going to be on front when someone does a search on Google. And then we're adding tags, so just make sure you research your tags and understand what type of niche your course is all about, is under. And then you can just add as many tags as you want. We're now going to add a feature image. So a feature image is an image that will show for your course. So for example, when people go and register your course, this is the image that they will see. So it's also advisable to add names to the picture name, because this is also good. It's one of the optimization method that is used in Google for Google to find you. And so you need to, don't just leave it blank, give it a name so that it does have a name. So we now have our course with the picture in front. I don't like the picture, but then for the sake of this, we can use this picture. So we now have that. And if you were to go and view this, you will see that we've already added more. But let's just continue. You need an intro video, so you can choose if you want to record the video, upload on YouTube. You can upload it as private so that no one has access to your videos, and then you can just have an introduction video where you greet your students when they come to your course, when they subscribe, when they buy your course. So you can also create that video, and you can use Vimeo. You can also upload the course, the video in your domain, but then that will slow up the performance of this site. So it's better to do it outside so that the performance is right. So we're now going to add our topic. So this is the main topic. So like we could just say course overview, which will give a description of what the course is going, like the agenda of this course. So you can just go and add that as well, and then give it a summary of what you want, and then you can add the topic afterwards. And then from this main topic, we're also going to add duration. If you want your course to be 2 hours, 4 hours, this is where you change. So we now have our topic. As you can see, it's there listed, and then you'll see we're now going to add lessons. It's like the subcategories that gives you just like table of content, and then you can just add all the chapters that you want in your course. So those are the lessons that you want to have, and then you can just go and add those lessons. So for me, what is online business? And then you can add the mindset. I'm going to add, I think, 3 for this tutorial, and then you can add as many as you want. Remember, whatever you're going to add, it must be the time that you have set, and give the description so people can understand what is online business. So you don't need to specifically add everything. So do remember that you can also upload a video and explain to people what you're talking about when you say what is online business. So I can easily record a YouTube video and make it private, and then I can just put the link there, or also in Vimeo. But Vimeo you have to pay. I like Vimeo more than YouTube, because YouTube then it will show other people in YouTube. So I'm adding the second lesson just to show you how to add multiple ones. You can also add a featured image, which is the picture that will show when someone clicks the overview. But for this purpose, I'm not going to add that. I'll only add the featured image for the main course. But these are the things that you can play around and learn. And then we're now going to add the link, not the name, the link of a video that I'm going to use. So you can also do this in a Word document and just put this content. But you know how people want to listen to a video more than reading through a long list or a long document, and which won't be fun for your students. So videos works much better, because then you get to talk to them, and you can just record off without showing your face, or you can record with showing your face. So whatever you prefer, you can just do that. And I'm now going to add the next lesson, and this is the last lesson. And then after we'll move on to things like how you're going to receive payment, and how you're going to and then I'll show you how people are going to buy your course, and what payment gateway you can use. So those are the things that I'll be covering in this course, and I think this is a good step-by-step guide that will assist you in creating your own online school without hiring anyone. And please do remember that you need a domain to do this. So now I added my lessons. I'm updating and we can continue from there. And you do need a domain for this. So if you're looking for a link which will guide you to create a domain, you can just check the video description. So this is how the course looks now, and I just use a random video, so this is not my introduction video. You need to make it nicer with a good thumbnail, so that when your students connect, they can just read. So you can see this is looking more like Udemy now, because you can see our course overview, the description, and the course for now is free. But then don't worry, I'm going to change that to make it a paid one. So you can leave it as free if you want to give it for free, but then for this one, because I want to show you everything, we'll go and add the payment methods. So this is how the site will look now, just to show you how it will look. But don't worry about the size of this. This is just because I didn't put more effort in making sure that it looks with the right sizes. But then when a person clicks that course, it will look nice. So let's just go and see. We're now going to add a product. So why do you need to add a product? So a product, we add it under WooCommerce. So a product is like what will get the payments. So we'll just put how to start a business. This is the product that will add the payment. So you can just add the payment. So at the top, make sure that you add a higher amount, and then at the bottom you add the amount that you want. This will make your user, so his student, feel like they've been given a discount. So it is one of the marketing strategies that I used, and it's working, because even when I buy a course or anything and I see that it used to be this amount, but now it's this amount, I always feel like I've been given discount. But that's not a discount. It's something that they always knew. That's the price they're charging. So now let's just go and check our products, and then remember the price was in euro. We can change those settings and make it to whatever currency you want, dollars, or I'm in South Africa, so it will be in rands. So now let's look at other options that we can select. So now we've created that product. We need to come to Tutor LMS and add the product there so that it can receive payment. So this will connect to e-commerce, to WooCommerce, which is the site that gets payment for people. So now we have our course, which looks like this. So can you see now it looks professional and it looks like a real course now. So people can rate this course, they can see the instructor, and can you see now that 250 scratch as if people got a discount. So remember the euro currency, I'm going to change that to rands since I'm in South Africa. Can you see now I've changed it? You can just go to WooCommerce and select the currency that you want. So when a person buys, they'll just add to cart, and then they'll click view cart, and then they will select if they want 1 or 2. I wonder who would buy 2 for one course anyway. So and then they'll proceed to checkout. So when they click proceed to checkout, they're actually going to WooCommerce to capture the payment, and then the person will enter their details, their card information, and you need to also register with the payment gateway, which is the next video that I'm going for those who are in to do for those who are in South Africa. We use PayFast, but for those who are in America, you can use Stripe. If you have a Stripe, it's actually a better option because then it opens to everyone around the world. Whereas with PayFast, it only works in South Africa, but people can pay in dollars, but the conversion as well. Let's look at the settings for WooCommerce. So it's general, and then for your Tutor LMS, and then it's the lessons, and you can just change these lessons, and then it's the quiz. If you want to add quiz, you can just set your global settings of what you want, the instructors, what you want to set for those instructors, and then you can just set all of that, and you can even put their pictures. So if I put my picture, because this is my course, then my picture will be shown in that course as an instructor, so people can relate to one. So I can select the layout that I want and continue. So the public profile layout as well, I can select that for what people will see if I want them to see. So there's more. You can just click save, and then all your settings will be saved. So there's more settings as well that you still need to look at. I feel I need to cover these ones, and maybe there's a tutorial. I can just say it's a full tutorial for you to continue and just add and just create your course. So clicking save, going back at the top, for students that are going to register, I can also set, like if I want to show reviews on profile, I can choose show reviews, and if I want to show completed courses, I can show that. And then the next one is your earnings, and so you can set the percentage of how much you want your instructors to get. So this Udemy, or kind of like course that I'm building, it also allows people who are instructors who wants to add courses to the site, they can also add their course. So I can select the percentage of what I want, and then the fee as well. How much do I want to charge per fee, and what's the reason for that fee? So for me, I can work on 20, 70. This is what the instructor will get. 20, this is what I will get, and then 10% will go to fees. So this is things that you can set as the owner of this site. And then the withdrawal, I can set the amount of how much an instructor must have before they can withdraw. So just like other sites, they'll say you need to have $100 for Google AdSense. You need to have $100 before you can withdraw. So same thing, I'll just put 500 because I'm working on rands. But then if you're working on dollars, you need to evaluate and check how much money can an instructor have before they can withdraw. So the withdrawal method as well, you can choose bank transfer, e-check, PayPal. So choose whatever is going to work for you. Don't just choose anything that might not work for you. So if you want to use PayPal, make sure that your instructors have PayPal when they sign up, so that you can transfer the money to their PayPal account. Or if you're going to do bank transfer, put an instruction to let them know that they need to add their bank details. And the nice part is you can get them to send a bank approve statement or letter from the bank, so that there are no mistakes with maybe you depositing the money to something, to some other place. And then the style, the monetization. So style is basically the colors of your site, and then of your LMS tutor, and then monetization as well. Email, the email that you want to use for all your communications in Tutor LMS. So these are the settings that you can specify. You can also remove this my blog and put courses. This will also make your blog or your site looks neater, and then you can save these changes. This will just to show. So now we're going to the payment part. So when you can click save. So now when you go to the course, you will see that when you go to courses, now there's more information that will help when a person buys your course. So now the rent, the euro is changed to rent, and then the dashboard. This is how you're going to see how much sales did you have, how many people are enrolled for your course, and the name of the course, which one is published, and then your wish list and your profile you can change as well, the history, and then different courses. And then you can add change your profile based on what you want to change. So there's a lot, guys, you can do. And then your instructor registration, this is someone who wants to teach and add their course in your site, and then you can set whatever you want to set. and this person can just register on their own, and then you can choose if you want to approve, because you don't want to open to everyone. I mean, you'll see courses that are not up to your standard, and then a student can also register, because I'm then admin and also a student, and that's why you see I'm already registered. So now we've done setting up courses. So I've added another course, so you can see how nice it will look when we're done adding. And this course can be free, and or it can be a paid one. So now can you see that our online school is looking nicer, and the hard part is done. So the hard part is done. You can just add more on WooCommerce. So this is just to set up your WooCommerce, but basically you just have to set up your text details, your shipping if you're going to ship anything. But I would advise you to use ebooks or e-classes, because you don't want to be stuck with shipping books and all the stress and managing those. So you can also test your checkout. So you can just do, because you want to check that you can check the stats. And yeah, so this is all that I can teach you with online courses. So basically did everything. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that more people can see this, and the like button is also needed for the algorithm. Thank you so much.